Konnichiwa. La Paz. 안녕하세요. Привет. Hey. Ahoy. And kamusta. Hello everybody to today's video. Today I want to show you something I have here. And it's fractions. It's something to teach kids as you fractions. Many of you don't know, but I sometimes teach math to kids when they want. I've been doing this my whole life. So if somebody needs to prepare for math exams or something, I always say, I don't wanna do it, but in the end I do it. Anyway, and many kids, I just don't know why, don't understand fractions. And it's not kids, like adults and don't understand fractions. What is that? Why is that important? Many people say I don't know why fractions are important. They are. You need fractions. You need fractions to survive. So this is the whole one. This is the 100% fractions you can put into normal decimal numbers. 1.0, or you can say it's one whole one, or it's 1/1, and it's 100%. That's the same number. That's what many people can get their head around. It's the same math, just says the same thing in different ways to make it easier in some circumstances. Right here I have 1/2. So 1/2 I can split it. I didn't do that before, so let's split it. And we have 1/2, which is 1/2 and 1/2. And if we put 1/2, which is how many percent? 50. It's half of this, so it's 50% of this. Does it make sense? It does. So it's 50% of this, and 50% is, wow, what's that? 2 halves, 1/2 and 1/2, 2 halves, which means 1, which is whole 1. Wow, insane, isn't that? So whole 1 is obviously 2 halves. Okay, let's get deeper. So this is 1/3 in normal number, decimal. You would write 0.33333 at infinity, but you can write it as 1/3 or 33.33 repeating percent. Why? Because if I have this, which is 1/3, this is 1/3. Do you agree? This is 2/3, and I will split it into another thirds. So we have 3/3, which is the same as 2 halves, and it's the same as 1 whole. Do you understand? Something is buzzing. Somebody's destroying the videos. Then we have quarter. Quarter. This looks like a valve, Nice valve. So 1/4. This is how you say it in English. 1/4. You cannot very see this, but there is 1/4, which is how many percent? 1/4 is how many percent? 25%. Why? Because 25 plus 25 plus 25 plus 25 is 100%. So 4/4 is 100%. It makes sense. It's easy. You can fold them like this, and it's still just one whole circle. 100%. And 2/4. It looks similar to something we already saw. It's 1/2. This is the same as 1/2. And if we put 2/4 and 1/2, we get 1 full 1. So this is very great visual representation of fractions. This is something that I recommend to everybody who has children or teaches children or wants to teach children to have there. We have 1/5, which you should remember that it's 0.2 in decimal numbers, because 0.2 plus 0.2 is 0.4 plus 0.2 is 0.6 plus 0.2 is 0.8 plus 0.2 is 1, which is again back to 1, back to square 1. Let's say. So what we have next? So it's how many percent? If it's 0.2, it's 20%. So it all makes sense. Then we have 6th, 8th, and 12th, which of course you can again use that you have one. If you split 1/2, I will not tear these ones. If you split 1/2, which is 50% into 3 same parts, so 50 slash 3 is 30, and it's like this. It's like repeating something. Don't need these ones. You just write it into a calculator if you need. But you can see if you split 1/2 into 3, so 1/2. If you divide by 3, you do 1/2 and 1/2 divide by 3, so it's 1/6. Yeah, it makes it like that. So you can see that if you have 1/2 and put it into 3 same parts, it's in from the whole 1/6, which makes sense. So you can use 3/6. Is it 1/6? 3/6. I don't know how to pronounce it. And make 1/2, and then you can add 1/2, and you have whole. Or you can add 1. Or you can add, if we have 1/8, 1/8, 8, 1/8, so 8, and 8, 1/8, 2/8 is same as 1/4, because how you do that? 2/8, you can, I don't know how to say it in English, but basically you can divide them by the same number. So if you 2 divide by 2, you have 1, and if you 8 divide by 2, you have 4. So 2/8 is same as 1/4. Easy. And 1/4 is 25%. So, which means 1/8 is 12.5%. Yeah. And then we have 12, which is again, if you halve it and divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is the same as 1/4. If you have 1/4 and divide it by 3, again 1 of quarter divided by 3, which is 1/12. So you're probably like confused. You didn't learn anything, but it doesn't really make sense because this is not to teach you anything. This is to make you fall asleep. But right now we can move to another part, which is these have like different colors, so we can do very nice and fun focus games with these. So I will tear them in the end, and I will tell you what to focus on. So this is 1/8. This is 1/4. So focus. If you are a boy, focus on 1/8. If you are a girl, focus on 1/4. Okay. You know what to do. You know what to do. It's your destiny to do that. Perfect. You are doing great. You are very cool. ASMR is cool too. So right now, let's use 1/5, which is green, and 1/3, which is black, as my soul, like my soul. So green and black, green and black. So if your height is bigger than 1 meter and 50 centimeters, for Americans that's like, if you are bigger than the dwarf, then you look at this. If you are smaller or you are a child, or not 1 meter, like dwarfs are smaller, those are like meter and 30, I think. So if you are very small, look at this. If you are not small, if you are above average, you look at this. Okay, and I will do a little like switcher. So look at this. Don't focus on anything else. Don't confuse it. Don't be confused. Don't. Okay, you did great. You did perfect. You are a hero. You are very smart man. There is a chance that 99.9% chance that you are a man. If you are a man, let me know down in the comments your height. And if you are afraid to say your height, then I pity you. So write it down in the comments, because it's needed for my ASMR research, where I rank people based on height. And for women, I will ask you your weight. No, I will not, because I don't want to go to jail. Will I go to jail? I don't know. My weight is off the charts. That's what I tell you. So we have like little pizzas. What is the perfect fraction to cut pizza? What do you think? It's have you ever eaten pizza like this? Like full, like just nom. There's full pizza. No cutting, no knives allowed. I don't think that's a good way. Maybe like this on half pizza, like you just cut it with one stroke. Is it stroke? No, I'm not stroking right now. And you just eat it. I don't think that's a good either. Maybe fourths. This is still too big. Fourths for a pizza. I don't think that would be a great idea. So 1/8, 1/5, like 1/5 is very uncomfortable. It's still big and very uncomfortable to because you cannot go straight, you know. You have to go not straight. Same is for 1/3. You know, you of course cannot go straight. You see, you have to go to the middle and just wing it, which non-efficient. Like I saw in some pizza places, they just don't give. They just, and in some they have like this master, not mustard, but muster, how do you call it? Where they do that. But everything that's dividable by 2 basically can be cut like normally. So 5th can't, but 10th, I have 10th there. Okay. You see 10th, you can cut by straight lines, you know, that are converging into the middle, which is nice. Which is what you want for pizza cutting. Same goes with 12, because it's how do you find a number is divisible by 2? How do you find it? If I told you any number like 5, is it divisible by 2? No, it's not. 7? No. 153? It's not. Because numbers divisible by 2 end with 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. If the last number is divisible by 2, then the whole number is divisible by 2. And by 3, if the numerical addition is divisible by 3, then the whole number is divisible by 3. So, like 12 is divisible by 3 because 1 plus 2 is 3, which is divisible by 3. And like if I say 1114, this is 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 4, 7. So this is not divisible by 3 because that's 7. But 1113 is 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3 plus 3 is 6, and 6 is divisible by 3. So 1113 is divisible by 3, and by 6 is divisible if it's divisible by 3 and 2 at the same time, and stuff like that. You know, you don't really need that for normal life. But like divisible by 2 and 3, it's kind of useful, you know, if you want to split something like, I don't know, bank robbery. If you rob something from a bank, why my videos always go this way? If you want to do a big bank robbery and then you want to split the loot with your accomplices, the divisions are very useful, a very useful tool, and you really want to use them for that. And you of course should like put a little bit of money to your Red Zafir, your Red Zafir, or he's going to get angry, and he will not be Red Zafir, ale Blue Ruby, and you don't want to see Blue Ruby. Blue Ruby is very evil. Blue Ruby is very evil twin of me. And I hope he's never going to show up. He's never going to show up. Yeah, the like clear emerald might show up one day. He's not that bad. Clear emerald is not that bad, but green diamond, that one is like big asshole. But we don't know what's happening after Ang gets that studio. We are off the limits. But okay, so to help me, you can become a member. I ask you every time for a small fee of not even a lunch per month. You can fund this craziness and allow me to make more videos. If you like the videos, give me a like. It helps a lot, and it gives me like good sense of fulfillment. Comment down in below your height. It's important for the research of fractions. You have to first subscribe. If you subscribe, that means that you will see some notifications. You have to ring the bell to see all the notifications, and you can also hype the video after you comment, which puts it into like some special chart or something. I don't know how it works. And if you want to see more of me, go to link.bio/RedZafir, where you can find all my socials and all the craziness. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you are falling asleep. And if you do, I love you. And I'm going to see you next time.